about to get this one started. Let's throw up that beautiful hype chamber versus screen that I love to watch every single time. My eyes are drawn to the left side of my screen where I see it. It's right smack dab in the center for all of you. Nemesis versus Old Farts getting kicked underway now. The players taking the pitch. Nemesis in red, Old Farts in yellow. Volts, how about we get this thing started?
Yep, this one sports some familiar names as well there, Pepek. I immediately recognize that 303 tag there for Brandon. Of course, Luca, a very highly talented player in the bubble scene as well. And on the other side of the pitch, an uphill battle begins. Average bronze player is going to need to be a bronze SSL tonight. That's a big demo to knock this one off ball. Mitch can't put it home, and okay, Old Farts under some early pressure, but this again, it looks really good for them on the defensive end early, and maybe on the offensive end you need Lady Luck, and she's not there on the crossbar. It kicks out. Average bronze, good beat, but Brandon will be there to clear the zone.
This is a great start for OF. I wasn't expecting that fast, an out-of-the-gate run from them. I was expecting Nemesis to come out and score a little bit early on, but good defense, transitioning to good offense, and Old Farts holding their own, having a chance at another percussive, using all the boost in his tank, except 9. Oh, there it goes, but flying in the air towards that ball, couldn't find a shot, but got his teammate 4-1. That ball's on net. Mitch can't get back in time, and Old Farts start us off.
That's a fantastic start there. The ball's left at mid. No one from Nemesis goes for it. Mitch awkward on that backboard, can't reach it, and well, bottom right corner sniped it there by No Phoenix, and again, that's a fantastic start.
I'll say, I mean, the good, well-placed shots, which is something the losing teams yesterday were really struggling to do, was just put their good chances on target and force the defense to make tough saves. Though Nemesis, they're going to force the defense to do something there, and Old Fart's not in a position to, so they're just like that, we're all knotted up.
Yeah, that's going to be the difficulty here, Pepek. We know that Nemesis are a little bit faster in the air than their opponents, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's where they try to live. Take away some of these low 50-50s and some of these jump balls in the midfield area and put it up where maybe your opponents aren't so confident. That is a fantastic read, though, from average bronze player.
I'm starting to think that they're not a bronze player. They might be a little bit higher in the rank department, but we'll sort that out as the best of 5 goes on. This is a 2v1. Average bronze player couldn't beat Mitch as last man, and Mitch turned that into a decent setup, if not for the near post defender out of Old Farts. And Nemesis will try again, but they're being shoved over into these corners and side walls where they can't really do much with the ball.
Yeah, Pepek, I'm looking at the ranks that were submitted, and should this be accurate, average bronze, again, hasn't been above C1 and 2s or 3s, but get this, he's 1,201.
All right, that's impressive. I don't think I've ever hit quadruple digits in one, so respect there. And I'm looking out for their mechanics, Volts, the ones mechanics, but they got to make a save here. Actually, it wasn't average bronze player. It was Nox Phoenix. So we're still tied. Nice defensive effort there.
Yeah, the great defense, good physical bump there as well. Luca, though, big pop-up to Brandon. He just can't quite put it on, and now average bronze. Speaking of mechanics, wants the ceiling shot, but let it get a little bit far away. Luca dusts, and Percussive will be last back, being harassed as well, but able to at least buy time for his one's main teammate to work his way back. It's a great 50. No Phoenix forces an awkward touch, and well, Brandon just popped that around his own teammate.
It ends up working out. Old Farts didn't quite read the play right there of Nemesis in the center third. And now Mitch can come in for a potential dunk attempt and found a wheel on that ball, but it's not enough to set up Nemesis for another opportunity. Brandon into the box, though. Plenty of setting up for himself, and now this is more what I was expecting coming into this series. Lots of Nemesis pressure, lots of hard shots on target, but Old Farts doing well to deter them.
I'll say we saw this happen yesterday, Pepek, where the team that has all the pressure might not have the best shooting, and again, it leads to a lot of this sustained pressure, but it doesn't necessarily affect the scoreline the way you want it to, as already 6 shots coming in from Nemesis, just 2 for Old Farts, but our scoreline 1-1.
Boost struggles right now, starting to hurt Old Farts. Return back for Boost, could have escaped. Same kind of thing there, just put it to the center third. And it led right back to their net where Mitch is going to score off of a Brandon solo play. Nemesis will take the lead.
Yeah, Brandon, little air dribble and forces the defense to be a little bit awkward. Oh, if Average Bronze commits there to the squishy save, he probably makes it, but just doesn't trust his instincts. He can't quite keep that one out of the net, and Nemesis hold a lead here late in game one.
Luka can't get your average bronze player, and also move forward, finding a much-needed clear for Old Farts. They need some more offense. They had some early on in this game. It has been stripped from them, and they have been stuck in their own end on house arrest for the last couple of minutes, though. That's a touch in the right direction. That one as well from Knox, an average bronze player. Will pop that right back to the Nemesis corner, but the red car right there to swallow it up, though. Past the center line, Old Farts moving more and more into this red end. Knox attempting a touch on that ball, found it. Percussive will be able to shoot that tough angle, but Nemesis pushed back for the time being. They're doing a good job defending.
Not intimidated by the ranks of Nemesis at all. They are swarming Nemesis on the defensive end. Mitch, big clear off the backboard. Brandon just got dunked by his own teammate, and that's the only reason this isn't 3-1. 30 seconds left. Nemesis has escaped the pressure. That's a good back pass, and now they just have to hang on.
Oh no, a miss in their own box. Old Farts will recover. A double commit not going to help their efforts in equalizing at this stage in the game, but they are just down one, and in Rocket League, magical things can happen, leading to just one goal at this stage in the game. Old Farts still the wrong side of the pitch. Luka off the side wall. There's no yellow card there. Mitchell buys some time. Can't quite stuff it into the ground, but ball takes a couple of hops off of the walls and ends game one in Nemesis' favor.
A lot closer, Bepic, than what I was expecting personally there. And I mean, it's signs of life for Old Farts. I mean, they looked really good. They had to make 6 saves against 11 shots. That's maybe not how they drew it up, but I mean, scoreline 2-1, had some decent looks, put away, a decent shooting efficiency, but again, you're going to need a little bit more stable midfield play to avoid having to make 6 saves.
It was a good start. I mean, they had that stable midfield play for the first 90 seconds of the game, but it was that the middle stretch that didn't do them any favors, those center 2 minutes that are so important to the feel of a game one, where someone might start to take the lead just a little bit in an important stat category. And in this game, it was possession. Nemesis just had so much. I mean, like you said, 11 shots. Old Farts did a good job saving a decent chunk of those, but you can't get outshot by our opponent by 8 and expect to really have a good chance of winning.
Yeah, that's a perfect way to put it there. Again, the numbers and the odds stack against you, and well, when you're having to play up a level of play, it definitely doesn't help. So as we head back down for game number 2, Old Farts going to want that quick start again, and maybe just keep that momentum rolling into the game. So time to find out if that's the recipe, or if maybe Nemesis needed a warm-up game.
Well, big game 2 here for Old Farts. Can't wait to see if they're able to respond, or if Nemesis continue the trend that they started on in game 1. I love that touch from Luka. A little bit of a back pop in the corner to push Old Farts even further back than they were already going. Tried an interesting redirect, but could not get it. OF will find a clear to the center line, but Nemesis, a pretty solid start in terms of possession.
Oh, this is not what you want to see. Brandon air dribble flip reset, saved away by Percussive there. That's a fantastic defensive play. And Phoenix big pop out as well, but the pressure short-lived as Luka just faster to this ball. Over to Mitch, great save again. Rocket League a little stingy with the no save there, but count it in my book as now once again Old Farts facing some pressure. Big no touch, but shot not capitalized on. Squishy committed to this time. There you go. Trust your instincts, and you'll make the save.
Old Farts, they're making the save. They've made several saves in this game and the last. Now Luka's in a tough spot. OF looking for extended pressure here. Percussive on net. Mitch is a little bit awkward, but finds a pair of important touches plus a teammate. And that is a recipe for success when it comes to finding an escape route out of your half. And a double is good as well. My word. Mitch, a double in defense and a double for the score.
This is crispy here, and he knows he's got it as well. That's a tough angle to hit, and he makes it look easy. Nemesis 1-0 lead.
Wow. That's one way to take a lead in game 2. Old Farts have to be wary of that Mitch solo play now. Nemesis has to be wary of average bronze player, apparently, because that looked a little bit too easy.
Phoenix plays it off of average bronze, and it just lands right next to the post, and they tap it in. Unconventional, but the result is exactly what the doctor ordered. 6 seconds later, you respond and tie this up.
Whatever works. Nox Phoenix trying to steal some boost, and a mistouch from Brandon leaves an opening for Old Farts, and our favorite average bronze player in the area to score.
And this is his wheelhouse, Befik. One's main here. I mean, that ball's a perfect shot just outside the box. You have one to beat in Luka, and he gets just enough behind it to put it in.
Big mistake from Nemesis. They had the lead and then almost immediately had it stripped from their possession. Now Luka trying to do his part at taking it back, but Phoenix a good read. Average bronze player a little awkward. He needs the help of Percussive there to get the ball out of harm's way. Nemesis keen on putting it right back in that area. Percussive, huge dunk at the midfield line. Old Farts really putting on a show in game 2.
Yeah, they look really, really good. The question is, can they survive the mechanics and speed of Nemesis? And right there we saw a whiff in the air. Average bronze player. Oh my. Air dribble just can't quite get over Brandon. He's seen that one too many times, and he's not going to let that beat him. Luka, big catch and clear here. He picked up mid, and oh, here come the mechanics. Pop off the wall. Flip reset. Mitch takes it from him and puts it in. Oh my goodness. I don't think this was intended to be a pass, but it works out.
Third try's the charm when it comes to pre-jumps. Mitch was the player up that time with his teammate, and it most certainly worked out. I don't know if that was intentional, but just having that dual threat option in offense was enough for Nemesis to get the ball past what has been a stingy Old Farts defense, but it's 2 in the first half of game 2. Old Farts trying to make it a third.
Big bump off the wall here. Average bronze. Wanted to pop it to himself, but Mitch not going to let that double come through. Phoenix going to lose the 50 to Brandon, and with no immediate challenger, Brandon had some space, but that's a great read from our average bronze, and well, he's doing things that the average bronze would not be able to do, so I think a name change might be in order.
Perhaps an average GC, I think, is more apt, but for now, still has to beat not Nefarious, Nemesis. 2 big N-words that I using at the moment. It's a good block by average bronze player, and Gustive up the side wall. Control. Luka an opportunity here. Didn't have the flip he wanted, so Old Farts will do their part to turn aside Nemesis again. Brandon has a flip, though, and he'll use a defender to score.
Oh my goodness, what a read from Brandon here. An unconventional first touch with the bottom of his car, and then he just takes the 50 with average bronze, angles his Finnick perfectly, and well, that's going to pinch right into the back of the net.
The playmaking abilities right now of Nemesis are far outclassing Old Farts at the moment. OF's doing a good job of punishing mistakes and just kind of winning challenges until they get in the back of the Nemesis goal, but Nemesis is putting together a plethora of offensive opportunities that are keeping OF's defense guessing, and at the moment, that's the biggest difference, and saves like that can keep coming through. Might have a chance, but need at least one more goal to force OT, and Luka not willing to give it.
Luka, big save. He also worked this one out. Mitch got a piece of it. He won't be able to get back on the end of it, but Brandon, where he should be, will originally slow down this counterattack. No Phoenix got faked. Luka's a little bit awkward, and it'll be a back pass here as Percussive just chucks this one towards the net, but Brandon not going to let that one sneak through. Mitch demoed by average bronze. No Phoenix, good beat, but he can't get back on the end of it in time.
Percussive shot, 2 defenders back. They both go, but Mitch found the clear, so that's all that matters. Couldn't beat Nox Phoenix to that ball, though. Brandon pops it up in the center third, just wasting time at this point. Average bronze player, a challenge won, but still stays in Nemesis' hands until Nox Phoenix steps up, but Mitch another booming clear. Old Farts, there's no kind of follow-up to their clears right now. They're just kind of handing it over to Nemesis, and Nemesis is sending it right back to the yellow half.
Luka trying to get on the end of this one, won't be able to reach it. No Phoenix. I was about to say, if he scores that, we are questioning the ranks of the old farts here. They're in some danger, and this one will end up just rolling through their box. Nemesis, again, just another 1 goal game.
Better offensively for old farts. I mean, they had 7 in that game. Sorry, 9 shots in that game compared to the 3 they had in the previous one. Held Nemesis about the same. Had 6 saves as well, but Nemesis upped their offensive game just a little bit. Put a couple more balls on net that old farts could not save this time around. So reverse sweep territory now, despite the pair of 1-goal games. It's like every single round 1 series is following the same script, Volts, where it's close, but not close enough.
Yep, right on the verge is where old farts find themselves. And you said it in the middle of that game. It's the playmaking ability out of Nemesis. Again, just the aerial mechanics and the solo capabilities that they have to make some of these touches happen. We just don't see it out of old farts here. And so it's going to take, good, clean, conventional Rocket League out of old farts. And again, you just have to keep early challenging Nemesis in the air.
Right? I mean, we saw the pre-jump earlier. If there's a defender in that mix before the teammate arrives, then perhaps they break it up, and 2 are gone for Nemesis, and it's a 2v1, more than likely going the other way. But a lot easier said than done. Nemesis very skilled up in the air, but that one didn't require too much skill, just a little bit of confusion on the OF side.
Yeah, Mitch and the Dominus there just gets 1 extra touch that causes No Phoenix not to be ready for it, and Average Bronze can't quite climb the ladder there.
Okay, not a good start for old farts. They can't respond either. I thought for a second they would be able to nullify that opening goal, but fortunately not. What they need right now, though, Volt, is an offensive push that is strong enough to knock Nemesis back.
Yeah, you can't let Nemesis keep swarming here because it's only going to get worse. Good fake and flick there by No Phoenix. This snuck over Mitch. Maybe it's a counterattack that they need, but Brandon read that one well. Percussive can only play it right back to Brandon, and, well, that's goal number 2.
Oh, dear. Old farts in a spot they have not been in for very much of this series. Down 2 goals. A lot of time on that clock, but it is a nightmare start of a game 3 for the old farts team. They need 2 goals in the next 4 minutes, 20 seconds, and their offense is, I don't know if they've been producing enough to show me that they can score 2 or maybe even 3.
Yeah, this is... Again, it really looks like now the mechanics of Nemesis are starting to come to life. It might have taken them a couple games here, but as this one starts to get a little bit more out of hand, I mean, it's do or die time here for old folks, old farts here, as again, if they net 1 more Bepic, I'm keen to say it's over this early in the game.
Luka almost did just that, but the defense was able to prevail, still doing weird things in the yellow box at the moment. Are these Nemesis players making tough saves out of these tries? And I'm impressed that old farts kept that out, didn't allow the 4th for Nemesis. But the fact that Nemesis is getting so close to scoring a 4th without old farts even really stepping foot in the red end, it might spell disaster for this game 3.
Yeah, you can see the confidence out of Nemesis right now. They're looking for redirects. They're looking for big 50s and flip resets. And, something that was restricted in past games. They really had to work for that space, but now they're just getting it handed to them. Big whiff there, big bump, and no Phoenix, no boost. And maybe able to track back, grab corner. Percussive trying to reach it. We'll do a good job of closing the space, but again, they have not even gotten to the red half yet in this minute. Finally.
Okay, it did step foot in the red half, thankfully. The ball, but that was a real challenge for Knox Phoenix to get there in time. And now Mitch going the other way, almost dunking Average Bronze player right there. Doesn't matter. I mean, they've got possession. Old farts still struggling to find substantial clears. Still a recipe for success for Nemesis. Just have to continue to execute their game plan, and that's just use their aerial mechanics to show just how superior they are to this old farts team at the moment.
Luka trying to pre-flip this one back in front. Percussive played it all the way back out to the 3rd man. This is a waterfall read that no one had, but Mitch can't find the touch, and It's letting Old Farts hang around a little bit here. They're definitely not in this one by any means, but they're not out of it just yet. And you got to be careful if you're Nemesis. They've shown that they can score.
Good beat, though. Oh, couldn't find his teammate. An average bronze player forcing Luca to make a touch with his front towards his net and the ball. Always a tough position to be in if you're a defender. That's a tough position to be in if you're Old Farts. A back pass that wasn't to anybody, as the teammate was right up there, and we squandered our chance to keep possession going. We'll have to restart this offensive. Percussive center ball to average bronze player. Shot on and in, and they aren't just out yet.
This is what I was talking about. You got to be careful if you're Nemesis, because they can score pretty well once they escape their own end there. Good shot. Beat Brandon and Luca both in net, and now just 2 goals in 2 minutes.
It's possible. It's most certainly possible, but Old Farts have to keep finding clears and follow-ups to those clears to make them more meaningful than they have been previously. The Nox Phoenix all alone to contest against Brandon. His touch not the greatest, and Mitch had a free shot, but put it off the post. That ball also going off the post, but Nox Phoenix there to find the save. Luca back on target. Another big block by an Old Farts representative. Nemesis, though, putting shots on. Old Farts to be clear soon.
Brandon, massive pre-jump, doesn't connect. Luca doesn't find a touch. No, Phoenix got it back mid, but no one was there. Double commit from Nemesis again. Percussive now trying to extend. That's not the redirect that you're looking for if you're Old Farts. And Brandon trying to break out some mechanics almost puts in a beautiful goal. 1 minute remaining, and all right, Old Farts, time to escape your end and make things a little bit more interesting.
Oh, demo attempt unsuccessful for Old Farts, so they will continue to struggle to escape their own end. Mitch, last man, as that ball careening right into his, I believe, Dominus. A pair of players from Nemesis switched into the Dominus, and it's worked out apparently for them as they look good in Game 3. That early head start looking to be enough. Old Farts close, but no cigar late in Game number 3. Arch bronze player will try again, but misses contact, and Brandon can just clear this ball out.
Yeah, time dwindling here. Percussive, though, gonna have a chance. He got a good flick, but Mitch was already up. He'll get a strange flip reset, but it will play. And just like that, goal number 4 in. It was basically over, and now it really is. Nemesis will sweep Old Farts.
GG's, another series where it was close, but Old Farts just couldn't quite keep pace with their counterparts on Utopia Coliseum. Game 3, probably 4-1. We'll see how the final 6 seconds plays out, but it'll be RLPC versus Nemesis in round 2, and I would be lying if I didn't say that I was excited for that series coming up later on in the evening. But immediately after this, we got Team Frontline and Audacity, so of course, make sure you stick around for that one. But Volt's Nemesis proved to just be too much there at the end for the Old Farts.